What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So far in this Boca Breakdown series, we've talked about the coastal vibes of East Boca and the balanced lifestyle of Central Boca, but today we're heading out west, way west, and diving into what life is really like in West Boca Raton. Now, if you're not from the area, West Boca basically means everything west of the Florida Turnpike. And yes, it's technically unincorporated Palm Beach County, not the official city of Boca Raton, but ask anyone who lives out here and they'll tell you it's still Boca, and it's one of the fastest growing parts of town for a reason. If you're new here and you want the real inside scoop on South Florida, not the filtered Instagram version, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications. I'm Jonathan, and my team and I, we help people buy and sell homes all over South Florida. Whether you're moving next month or you're just planning ahead, we've got your back. So go ahead and call, text, email, DM, whatever works easiest for you. And don't forget to download our free South Florida relocation guide. It's packed with helpful info if you're thinking about moving to Boca, Del Rey, West Palm, Fort Lauderdale, Miami, or anywhere in South Florida. The link is right down in the description. All right, let's jump into life in West Boca. West Boca is where Boca spreads out. You've got newer construction, bigger lots, tons of parks and green space, and a long list of A-rated schools that make it one of the top choices in all of Palm Beach County for families. It's suburban South Florida at its best. Quiet streets, wide sidewalks, and a lifestyle that's equal parts convenient and comfortable. This is where a lot of people end up when East Boca's price tags makes them flinch, because out west, your dollar stretches a whole lot farther. Whether you're buying your first home, upsizing for more space, or just want that easy, low maintenance Florida lifestyle, West Boca delivers. The homes out here are some of the newest in all of Boca, with open floor plans, bigger lots, higher ceilings, and if you go far enough west, even better prices. So if you're looking for value and square footage without sacrifice, community, this is your zone. Now let's talk about the schools, because they're a major reason that people move out here. You've got Water's Edge, Hammock Point, Sandpiper Shores, Whispering Pines, Sunrise Park, and Coral Sunset for elementary schools, which are all highly rated and parent approved. For middle school, Eagles Landing and Loggers Run are two of the most well regarded in the county. And for high school, West Boca Raton Community High and Olympic Heights consistently gets top marks with standout programs in performing arts, culinary, and advanced academics. Long story short, if schools matter to you, West Boca checks off a lot of boxes. And make no mistake, being out west is about as suburban as it gets. The pace is slower, it's quieter, and it has that classic neighborhood vibe with cul-de-sacs, gated communities, and families riding bikes in the evenings. It was designed for living. The neighborhoods are planned, the shopping centers are convenient, and everything just flows together in a way that makes day-to-day life easy. But it's not without trade-offs. The beach, that's a drive. You're 20 to 30 minutes away from the ocean, depending on how far west you are. And during rush hour, commuting east and back can be a haul. So expect to spend more time in the car. Also worth noting, West Boca isn't technically part of the city of Boca Raton. It falls under Palm Beach County, which means county services, not city. You'll still have a Boca address, but things like permitting, emergency response, and school zoning are handled differently. City perks like cheaper beach parking stickers, resident rates for city-run camps, and priority access to community events are usually reserved for people living east of the Turnpike. And since most of the big events, parades, and festivals happen in East Boca, you'll be making that drive when it's time for fun. That being said, for families, West Boca is a home run. The youth sports and extracurricular scene out here is massive. Soccer, baseball, gymnastics, dance, you name it. The parks are well designed, the leagues are organized, and everything is tailored to keep kids active and engaged. It's one of the best places in all of South Florida to raise a family, and that's not an exaggeration. Let's talk about the lifestyle in West Boca, because out here, life is about comfort, convenience, and just enough Boca flair to keep things interesting. It's quieter than East Boca, newer than Central, and probably the most suburban of the three in the best way possible. You've got wide sidewalks, family-focused communities, tons of parks, and everything that you need within 5 to 10 minutes. It's one of those places where your whole life is basically within a 5-mile bubble, and honestly, most people are perfectly fine with that. There's a public Publix on every block, and we're not exaggerating. You miss one, another one's coming up before the next traffic light. You've also got your Dunkin', Starbucks, and at least one yoga or Pilates studio within arm's reach at all times. It's like West Boca was designed around caffeine, grocery runs, and stretching in expensive athleisure. Can we just talk about Target? It's just a regular Target, but let's be real. You walk in for paper towels and come out with a cart full of throw pillows, snacks, a bathing suit, and maybe even a new air fryer. We've all been there. Now, food-wise, West Boca's got way more going on than people give it credit for. It might be suburban, but the dining scene out here is stacked. Over at Uptown Boca, you've got Lenora's, which is a modern Italian favorite that nails the vibe. Homemade pasta, clutch, happy hour, and just enough buzz without being too try-hard. Right next door, you've got Lazy Dog, Bolé, and across the street, Carrot Express, perfect for when you're trying to eat clean but still want some flavor. It's healthy-ish food that doesn't taste like cardboard. And down the street, Pura Vida Miami just opened, and it's already a hot spot for smoothie, organic bites, and Instagrammable coffee. Think beachy Miami-style wellness cafe, just with easier parking. Now for the sweet tooth crew, Vicky's Bakery brings that classic Cuban flavor, pastelitos, croquetas, cafecito. It's like a little slice of Hialeah moved into West Boca. Nobody's mad about it. Embarcadero 41 just opened too, and if you haven't had Peruvian seafood before, this is a place to do it. Ceviche, lomo saltado, and flavors that seriously pop. It's bold, it's fresh, and it brings something totally different to the mix. And then there's a new kid on the block. What's up? It's a no-frills sub shop that just opened, and locals are already raving about it. You got big portions, fresh ingredients, and that kind of, wow, this is way better than I expected energy. Solid lunch spot. For the long time, locals, Doors Italian Market is a legend. You walk in for cheese and you leave with lasagna, 3 bottles of wine, a fresh cannoli, and probably a few regrets. It's old school Italian deli meets full-blown food coma. If you know, you know. Craving sushi, Boone's been holding it down for years. Casual, consistent, and always solid. If you want something with a little more fusion flair, Ramen Lab Eatery is a must. You have great ramen, bao buns, poke bowls, perfect for when you want a cozy bowl of comfort that doesn't come out of a microwave. And let's talk pizza, because West Boca does not play around. Thick and thin pizza has that perfect New York slice. It's crispy, cheesy, and hits every time. Then there's Aunt Lulu's, the kind of old school, no nonsense pizzeria that locals swear by. And if you're feeling a little fancy, Mr. O1 Extraordinary Pizza just dropped into the scene with that ultra thin artisan style pie that looks like art and tastes even better. And if you want something a little different, hit up Balcón de las Américas, which is a Colombian favorite with huge portions, killer coffee, and arepas that will ruin you for all other snacks. And if you're in the mood for tacos, Los Bocados is still the king and hands down some of the best tacos in the area. Well, it's not technically in Boca, it's in Parkland, but close enough, and trust me, once you go, you'll be back. And for the family crowd, West Boca is basically designed for you. The youth sports scene is massive. Soccer, baseball, cheer, football, gymnastics. The sidelines are full every weekend with parents, coolers, folding chairs, and snacks for days. It's a lifestyle out here. You've also got South County Regional Park, which is more like a small city than a park. We're talking tennis courts, lakes, trails, the Coconut Cove Water Park, a golf course, an amphitheater. It's everything you need to wear the kids out and still have time for dinner. And when it comes to healthcare, West Boca Medical Center is right in the mix. Emergency care, maternity, pediatrics, one of those places that's great to have nearby, even if you hope you never need it. Bottom line, the West Boca lifestyle is laid back, family oriented, and ultra convenient. If you're after the walkability of downtown or oceanfront living, you're gonna want to head east. But if you're into big yards, great schools, a Target you know by heart, and more pizza options than your waistline needs, West Boca is the spot. So yeah, when it comes to everyday living, West Boca makes it easy. Great food, top rated schools, parks for days, and everything you need close by. But now let's talk about what most of you are here for, the real estate. Because once people fall in love with the lifestyle out here, the next question is always, okay, so what can I get for my money in West Boca? And the answer, a lot, especially if you're coming from the Northeast, California, or even parts of East Boca. The value out west is a game changer, whether you're looking for something move-in ready, a new construction build, or full-blown luxury living, West Boca's got it. So let's kick things off at the top of the market with the premium luxury communities that are changing the game out here. If you're shopping in the $2 million to $7.5 million plus range, West Boca Raton offers an impressive array of luxury communities that combine modern design, resort-style amenities, and a prime South Florida location. Boca Bridges is a standout, featuring a 27,000 square foot clubhouse, resort-style pool, spa, full-service restaurant, tennis courts, pickleball, and a splash pad for the kids. Homes here are modern and highly customized, with prices starting around $2.5 million and exceeding $6 million for premium lots and upgrades. The Oaks at Boca Raton offers a country club atmosphere without the golf course. This 24/7 guard-gated community boasts a full spa, tennis center, upscale clubhouse, and Mediterranean-inspired homes. Prices typically range from $2 million to around $5 million, depending on the size and features. Long Lake Estates provides luxury with space. This exclusive community features multi-acre lots, mature landscaping, and custom-built estates. Homes here start in the high $2 million and can reach $7.5 million or more for larger waterfront properties. Lotus and Lotus Palm, developed by GL Homes, bring a modern aesthetic to West Boca. Lotus offers ultra-modern architecture, sleek finishes, and a vibrant social scene, with prices ranging from approximately $1.5 million to $3.5 million. Lotus Palm builds upon this with larger floor plans and enhanced amenities, starting around $2 million and extending into the $4 or $5 million range. Lotus Edge, the latest addition from GL Homes, elevates the Lotus brand with new floor plans, enhanced standard features, and a stunning clubhouse. Homes here are priced from $1.5 million to over $3 million, offering contemporary living in a prime Boca Raton location. Maravita at Boca Raton, developed by Toll Brothers, is an exclusive gated community featuring single-family homes ranging from 3,200 to 5,400 square feet, with 4 to 5 bedrooms, 4.5 to 5.5 bathrooms. These homes offer spacious living areas and high-end finishes. Prices start at around $1.8 and amenities include a resort-style swimming pool, cabanas, fitness center, and playground. Each of these communities offers unique blend of luxury, lifestyle, and location, making West Boca Raton a premier destination for high-end living. Now, if you love the idea of gated living, great schools, and big homes, but you're not quite looking to drop $3 to $6 million, don't worry. There's a whole second tier of West Boca communities that still bring the size, the amenities, and the neighborhood vibe without that ultra luxury price tag. Now, there are some of the most popular neighborhoods for families relocating to Boca. We're talking well-established, guard-gated communities with clubhouses, pools, tennis courts, playgrounds, and floor plans that still give you plenty of space, often for somewhere between the high $800,000 to just under $2 million, depending on size and upgrades. Let's go ahead and start with Boca Falls, which is one of the largest and most family-friendly communities out west. It's a non-country club zoned for A-rated schools and loaded with amenities. Homes here were mostly built in the late 90s to early 2000s and range from around $900,000 to $1.7 million. Saturnia is another strong choice, especially if you've got school-age kids. It's right across from Sunrise Park Elementary and Eagles Landing Middle, which is a huge draw. Homes are large and the vibe is very family focused. Pricing usually sits between $1 million to $1.5 million, and then there's Boca Isles North and South, which are two sister communities that are always in demand. You've got clubhouses, pools, gyms, man gates, and a really solid community feel. Homes here were built in the 90s and prices range from around $850,000 to $1.2 million, depending on updates and location. Winding Lakes is more of a hidden gem. It's not as well known, but it offers larger lots and a quieter, more tucked away vibe. If you like the idea of space and privacy without the country club fees, this one's worth a look. Now, on the other end of the spectrum, if you're into the country club lifestyle but don't want to spend $4 million to get in, check out Stonebridge Country Club. It's a little older, but it still offers golf, tennis, dining, and social events, all at a more approachable price point. Homes here typically range from $700,000 to the low $1 millions, and membership is mandatory, so just make sure you go in with eyes wide open on the fees and the dues. All right, so maybe you're not shopping in the multi-million-dollar luxury market, but you still want a great home, a good location, and all the perks of living in West Boca. The good news, you've got plenty of options. This next tier, what I'd like to call tier 3, is where you'll find some of the best value in all of Boca Raton. These are neighborhoods with solid homes, family-friendly vibes, and prices that typically run anywhere from the high $500,000s to just under $1 million. Now, a lot of these communities were built in the late 80s and 90s and early 2000s, so you'll see be a mix of styles, and depending on how updated the home is, you can find some really great deals. Let's start with Boca Winds, one of the most popular non-gated communities in West Boca. It's got parks, lakes, great school zoning, and it's right near South County Regional Park. Homes here usually range from like $600,000 to around $950,000, and it's a favorite for first-time buyers and young families. Boca Chase is another solid pick up in the northwest part of West Boca. You've got single-family homes, villas, and townhomes, some with great lake views. Prices range from the mid-500,000s to mid-800,000s, depending on the section and size, of course. Boca Greens gives you golf course living without the mandatory country club membership, which is a big plus. Homes here usually run between $700,000 and $1 million, and it's super peaceful with lots of mature landscaping. Boca Landings flies a little more under the radar, but it's still a strong value play. Smaller homes, lower HOA fees, and prices typically starting in the mid-500,000. Then there's Brentwood and Symphony Bay, which are two gated communities that offer amenities like pools and tennis courts and clubhouses, but both keep it simple and affordable. Homes here generally run in the mid-600,000s to just under $1 million, depending on updates. And just to circle back, Boca Isles North and South also dip into this price range depending on the home. Some of the more modest models can still be found under $1 million, especially if they haven't been fully renovated. So keep that in mind. Now, two other communities to quickly highlight. Of course, you have Mission Bay, which is a larger master plan community made up of several villages with single family homes and townhomes and villas. It's amenity rich with a big clubhouse, pool, gym, tennis, and zone for excellence schools. Prices typically range from the mid-6 to the low 900,000s. You have Loggers Run, which is one of the OGs of West Boca neighborhoods. It's big, broken into several different sections, and known for its tree-lined streets, parks, and larger lots. It's got that classic Boca suburban feel, and depending on which section you're in, homes can range from the mid-600,000s to over $1 million. So if you're looking for great schools, safe neighborhoods, and a little extra space, but you don't want to break the bank, this tier is where West Boca really shines. All right, let's talk about non-HOA living in West Boca. And I'll be honest with you, if you're coming from East Boca, where no HOA neighborhoods are everywhere, this part of the list is going to feel shockingly short. Like, blink and you might miss it. West Boca is definitely more structured, more suburban, and way more HOA heavy. But if you're looking for a little extra flexibility with what you can do to your property, you know, like park a boat, paint your house teal, put up that questionable holiday decor, there are a few spots to check out. The first up is Sandalfoot Cove. This one's not technically no HOA across the board, but a lot of the sections are HOA free or just very super relaxed. Homes here are older, mostly built in the 70s and 80s, and it's one of the more affordable parts of West Boca. Great location, walkable to shops and restaurants, and if you're willing to put in some sweat equity, you can find some solid deals here. Then there's Holiday City, which is another long-standing neighborhood that's technically in West Boca, right near the border with Western Deerfield. It's about as no frills as it gets, no gate, no clubhouse, no rules, just older single-family homes, many of which have been updated, which is great for investors or people who want to do their own thing without dealing with architectural review committees. Boca Trails is a smaller community that also offers that no HOA lifestyle, or at least a very loose interpretation of it. Homes here are modest, but the location is great, and you can get that sense of freedom that's getting harder to find out west. And if you're looking for a compromise where you want a little structure but not someone breathing down your neck about trash cans or your mailbox paint, make sure to go and check out American Homes. It technically has an HOA, but it's very chill. We're talking like under $100 a month, and the rules are pretty minimal. Think of it like HOA light, just enough to keep things clean, but not enough to tell you how many bushes you're allowed to have. So yeah, the list of no HOA options in West Boca isn't long, but if you know where to look, you could still find pockets of freedom out here in the land of gated communities and manicured hedges. So while West Boca might not be a no HOA paradise like parts of East Boca, there are still a few little pockets where you can live a bit more freely, boat in the driveway, flamingo in the yard, and all. But whether you're looking for a luxury gated estate, a family-friendly community with great schools, or a no HOA fixer-upper you can make your own, West Boca really does have something for everyone. All right, That's the full scoop on West Boca Raton, where you trade ocean views for open space, you great schools, and serious bang for your buck. It's not beachfront, it's not walkable downtown, but what you do get is a well-planned, peaceful, family-focused lifestyle that makes day-to-day living easy. And for a lot of people, that's exactly what they're looking for. If you found this video helpful, do me a favor and go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, and hit that little notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. And if you've got questions, want to start your home search, or just want to chat, drop a comment below or reach out. I read every single one of them and I'm very engaged with the community. And before you go, make sure to don't forget to download our free South Florida relocation guide. The link's in the description box. Whether you're moving to Boca, Delray, Fort Lauderdale, Palm Beach Gardens, Jupiter, Pompano, or anywhere in between, it's packed with everything you need to know. Thanks again for watching. I'm Jonathan with the J. Alexander Group. This is Live South Florida, and I'll see you in the next video.